One of the things that I did not mention when I talked about leading to bad decisions, missed opportunities, fear of technology, there's also a lack of trust. And when you are running on emotions, you may not trust people around you, and you can't run a business on your own. There are always going to be other people in your business.
Welcome to Biz Glitch number 142. It's May 21st, 2024. This is a year-long project in a leap year with 366 glitches or mistakes that we have made or we've seen other people make that we share with you every single day of this leap year. And what is today's glitch, Lynn?
Today is another continuation from the emotions category. Emotions isn't really a category, it's a mindset category. But we have talked in previous glitches, just in the last couple of days, emotions being a part of the decision making. This now is talking about, do you let your emotions interfere with your confidence, with your stewardship as a business owner? Do you?
Oh boy.
So
I got some stories to share, but I will keep my mouth shut.
When it comes to emotions, as much as all the positive emotions make us happy, then there are the emotions that we talked about the other day, doubt and fear, that could be construed as negative, but really could protect us. But the thing is, when we're emotional and we are a little out of control, that could keep us from our full potential because we're so busy with worrying about something and all the distractions versus the made up stories of things that aren't really happening in the present moment.
Can I jump in with one of those stories?
Yeah.
I was just sharing with Linda over lunch that there was an Instagram post from a woman that we follow. She shares all kinds of, nightmare stories about bad employers, bad bosses, and so forth. And today's post was a person who wrote in sharing how they've worked at this job. It's a customer service, front-facing, front counter type of position. And they're at work, punched in and ready to start working at 9 o'clock every morning. And they've been there doing that for 3 months. And one day they came in and saw, as they came into the shop, the manager was at the counter helping a customer. And when the manager was done and the customer left, the manager turned on the employee and said, "You're supposed to be punched in at 8:45. Meanwhile, for 3 months, that same manager had been signing off on timesheets for 9 a.m. and never elicited this criteria, 8:45. And of course, there was no mention of an employee manual in this Instagram post. And I told Linda the story as we were having lunch, and her immediate response was, "Oh, he was just angry because he had to deal with the customer." Oh, what does that sound like? Emotion.
An emotional overreaction that contradicts any previous playing field.
The employee was massively confused in that story because the employee said, "This manager's been signing my timesheets for 9 a.m. for 3 months and never said a word that I should be punched in at 8:45.
Having emotions being a basis by which you run your business, it could lead to bad decisions, which we just talked about that in the previous glitch or 2 glitches ago. It could lead to missed opportunities. It could lead to a fear of technology. It could
lead to employee attrition.
Yeah,
because this employee is like, okay, maybe I should leave this job.
Right, because you don't know. It's so unpredictable. So there's an unpredictability of someone having their emotions be the guidepost of how you conduct your business. Number one. Number two, there's also assumptions that people have to make because it's so unpredictable. Because you're running your business based on emotions versus the confidence of your experience and your knowledge and your expertise. It's so exhausting to be emoting all the time. I mean, listen, there is also the argument that people don't emote enough. I don't know. I mean, there's lots of different reasons.
There's another side of it. It's not just people who emote all the time. As in, again, the case with this manager. This manager had an emotional reaction, which the employee had never experienced in 3 months. So occasional outbursts of emotion can cause problems as well. And in the same story, the employee didn't say that it's okay because later on my manager came and apologized to me for his outburst.
Right.
Okay? See, that's another element to the emotion, is recognizing that these moments do happen because we are human after all, and accountability and ownership of that emotion in the moment if it was detrimental in some way to your staff, your operations.
The goal in the actual item is this whole glitch is pretty dense with regard to the written content associated with the glitch that is in the email that you received. There's an article in there. There is a podcast by someone that I actually interviewed who specializes in avoiding conflict and facing confrontation. She did this podcast based on the concept that I had never heard of before called assume-icide, where you assume, which could lead to the detriment of people around you and people who rely on you because you're haphazard and you're inconsistent and you're unpredictable, all because you're running your business based on emotions. And that is another reason why this glitch is dense. One of the ways that we can keep our emotions in check is to remember to honor the evidence that you gather in your business with actual experiences, so that when you're faced with a scenario that you're not flipping out, you're very, what's the word, when you're very composed, because you already have reflected on the evidence that will guide you confidently.
Emotional evidence?
Yes. Well, the evidence based on emotional experiences that maybe you overreacted. When we're not meeting our full potential, one thing you can rely on is those experiences will pop up over and over and over again so that you can try again.
We're going to try again tomorrow when we're back with the next Biz Glitch. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you then.
Tomorrow. Doubt and fear. What is that beeping? I was on a roll there too.